Hey guys, welcome back to my freaking channel. So basically I filmed this whole entire video on my school Chromebook hoping that I could get the vibe I wanted, like that grainy kind of look, and then just email it to my personal account. I can't even crop the video and like split it in half and send it to myself. So I'm gonna refilm this whole entire 20-minute video on my phone so I can edit and post. And I guess the quality will just be nicer because you guys are just like that and deserve nicer quality. So if the angle is kind of awkward to you guys, I'm sorry, but it's just kind of on my computer. So but basically this whole entire video is just a recap of what I've been up to, why haven't I posted, and whatever else I kind of want to talk about that has happened recently. So let's get into school, which is like the biggest topic I have. I recently switched into the next semester, which is like the second half of school, which everybody knows that, but just in case you don't. I switched classes 2 weeks ago now. I just finished my second week, and guys, I love it and I hate it. It's a love-hate relationship right now. Like, dude, I miss first semester so much. But I have chemistry first, which is a class I really don't like because I have a new teacher and she is interesting. Okay, let me just say interesting because I don't want to have a full opinion, especially since it's only been 2 weeks. But guys, chemistry is not my favorite because I don't like science. So sorry, we had a lighting switch and a angle switch. Okay, but yeah, so chemistry is just not my favorite. And then for second block I have African American Studies, which is yay, but I kind of also chose that class just last year because I needed one more class, and like I'm black, so that class I don't really have a lot of complaints for, except for my classroom. My classroom has no windows. Okay, and I don't know for sure, but that might be one of the few classes in our school that doesn't have windows. And it hurts my soul because I'm staring at the brick wall for like an hour and 30 minutes. I'm staring at a brick wall. And also it gets really like stuffy because of course there are no windows. So all it smells like is Febreze and hot heat. Like, oh my god. Every time I walk in, it's just immediate headache from the Febreze smell and whatever else we've got going on in there. Okay, but that class isn't bad. The people in there aren't bad, and my teacher is not bad either. So then for my third block I have business law, which I love so much because I've had that teacher last year. I had her classroom last year, and I'm glad it's my third block because of course I want to go into law, so I want to get as much information as I can. Like I want to sop it all up, put it in a little bowl, and like drink it. You know what I mean? Like that's kind of what I want to get from business law, which we will recap in a bit. Things have happened in there, okay? And last, of course, I still have economics and personal finance, and then AP language, which I love the classes a lot and I don't have any complaints. But let's delve deeper into some of my classes. First of all, chemistry. I had such an embarrassing day on Friday. Such an embarrassing day. Well, yesterday. My water bottle spilled all over the floor. Okay, and it spilled from my desk like to the back of this row and to kind of the front of the row. And I didn't know this until I came back to class and picked up my water bottle because I was rushing. Didn't know my water bottle was like slightly unscrewed, and then I wanted to pour out all 24 liters of water on the floor. And I told my teacher, I was like, hey, water spilled, like can I clean it up? Like, do you have paper towels? She said no, I have tissue. I'm like, okay. So I tried my best to get my area at least because I didn't know it spread until I like looked. Okay, and it didn't really work. It kind of worked, but it didn't work. And then the most embarrassing thing happened. Like the guy kind of in front of me stood up and he was like, you guys know there's water on the floor, right? And then she looked over at me and she said, I thought you got it or something. I'm like, well, I didn't know. No, she was like, there still is water, something like that. And I was like, well, I didn't know until I picked up my water bottle. Like, I didn't know it was my water. And then she did this and like started shaking her head and giving me like attitude. And I was like, can I go to the bathroom? Like, can I get paper towels? She was like, yeah, just go. I'm like, okay, bro. So I went to the bathroom, grabbed paper towels. I got it cleaned up. The guy offered to help, which was super nice. But that was really embarrassing. And also, I kind of wanted to cry, but I didn't cry. I toughened up like a buttercup, and I did not cry. So, brownie points for me. Yay! And it's just like, I don't really care about chemistry, so I deal with it and I move on. But business law, yesterday I had to give a speech, which is like okay. I don't really mind talking in front of the class now, especially since I've already done one speech in AP Lang, which was really good, okay? So I gave a speech and it went really well. It went super well. And of course that class is just fun. There's fun people in there. I mean, that's kind of what I wanted to say. I gave a speech and it was good. So that is school for you guys. I could talk about work a little bit. I've been having really nice days. I only work 2 days a week because I'm in multiple clubs, and then also I volunteer most of the time, like within those clubs. So work is work, and these past 2 weeks have been super good. And the weeks before that, like ever since winter break, have been kind of like iffy, especially since my mental health wasn't all the way there. I was really exhausted by that point and I didn't want to work, so I wasn't working as much. But now work has been pretty chill. Like, we've slowed down a lot, which I don't know why, but it's kind of just slow, so I don't mind that much at all. And yeah, I mean, that's pretty much it. I don't want to get too much into work because of course I don't want to get fired. I need money. Okay, I'm going to Italy and Spain in 3 months. 3 uno dos tres un deux trois. Okay, 3 months. So of course I need to stack up on my money and save for spending money because my trip got paid off like a few months ago. Thank you to my family and my mom and myself, of course, because I did contribute like I had to. So yeah, I mean, pat on the back to everybody, gold star for everybody, brownie points for everybody, let's say that. Okay, yeah, I'm really excited to go on my trip. Me and Addison, I see you, girlfriend, we went to Michael's last week or something like that to get scrapbooking supplies because I had an idea. I was like, hey, you know, when we're in the hotel, if we don't sleep and we want something to do, why not scrapbook? Because of course I already scrapbooked before, and I journal. Like, I love to journal, so why not just like document our adventures even more in a scrapbook? Okay, so we went to Michael's, we got our supplies. I'll most likely do a haul when I get more things for my trip. I think that'll be a video idea I could do, like just a show off haul for Europe, vacation items, necessities, yada yada yada. But yeah, I mean, we got scrapbooking supplies, which I'm super excited for. I'm super excited to take pictures on my Instax, on my camcorder. With that Instax, okay, it was my mom's grand idea. She was like, you have it, why not bring it? I'm like, oh, that is so smart. So we went to Target as well to look at prices for Instax film because I don't have any right now. I haven't used it in years. It's $20 for a pack of 20. Okay, and that doesn't sound too crazy, like $1 per picture or film. But guys, within my budget right now and the amount of money spent that day at Michael's, I was not buying that. Like, no, my budget could not take that. So I'll probably get that closer to my trip, of course, because I need to get more necessities within that month, which makes more sense for all the money I saved up, because I'll have like my necessities, but then also my budget for spending on souvenirs, which like I want, duh. Social life. My social life has been off the chain. Like, literally since the beginning of this year to right now, my social life has been off the chain. And of course I attribute that to my friends. I've made a lot of new friends since the beginning of the school year, which I love them all dearly. Like, I don't think I would be where I am right now without my friends, especially being outgoing and being more connected into my social settings, because I have friends who are pretty much like me. They're funny, they're kind, they're sweet, they're amazing. And yeah, I mean, I'm making myself proud, man. I really wanted to have like a big group of friends. I think I did want that since like freshman year. It's like one of my goals for senior year or junior year is just have a big group of friends and, you know, rock it out with them to the end, right? And I finally did it. I finally did it, and it was the best thing I could have done. And going with that, I say bring YOLO into 2025, which I'm saying now because it is 2025, but I've been using YOLO since middle school, I believe. Well, middle school kind of, and then like freshman year of high school up until now. YOLO has been my phrase. It's been dead for it's been dead for a while, but I've been using it for everything. You know, I've been doing a lot more that's different. They're not necessarily things I'm used to. So I mean, if I have an event and I don't know, I have to talk like in public or something, like YOLO, okay? If I have to send a text, like I'm like asking someone to hang out, or like just in general, just like YOLO, okay? YOLO almost everything you do, because of course you only live once, so why not live your life to the fullest? Like, I don't mean to get all psychological, but if you have one life and you kind of live it in fear, then I feel like you wasted your life. That sounds sad and bad, but I'm being quite honest. Like, if you have one life, then why not live it up? Okay, Blaze it up in the clubs, blaze it up at school, blaze it up at work, blaze it up in your house, blaze it up in your room. Like, really make the most of what you have right now, because we're all gonna be dead. Like, let's face it, we're all gonna die.
Whoa, nah.
We're all gonna die. So I mean, like, have fun, okay? Even if you're not in a position to have fun, try to make the best of what you have, because guys, YOLO, okay? So I say use YOLO. All right, so moving on from social life, let's talk about some pop culture, because I've grown my interest in pop culture. The Grammys happened last Sunday. The Grammys were honestly, I think, the best Grammys I've seen in a while. Everybody who won, I liked. The performances, bomb, okay? Comedy, bomb, okay? Everything about the Grammys was just really good this year. Besides the fact that Billie Eilish fans are suddenly becoming crazy. I like Billie Eilish, okay? I've liked her since 2019 when I was in 5th grade. Like, from 2019 to 2022, or yeah, that was my Billie year. So she came out with Hit Me Hard and Soft last year, which I didn't listen to the album, but I heard the popular songs. I liked them. They were cool. They were groovy, okay? And then Album of the Year happened at the Grammys. Beyonce won. I was stunned. I was shocked, but I was happy, because even though Cowboy Carter wasn't my favorite, because I'm not a big country person, I took it for Renaissance. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. Like, Renaissance was nominated and should have won, but no. Why didn't Renaissance? I think Harry Styles won that year. Was it Harry Styles? Yes, because that's when Harry Styles won that year. Of course, back then I was mad because I loved Beyonce. Like, I still do. The album that Harry won for, Harry's House, I love. Like, that's one of my go-to albums when it's time to chill, relax, work. Like, I love that album so much. So nothing against Harry Styles. But the thing is, she won Album of the Year, and then all of a sudden Billie Eilish fans are just going berserks. There's a clip, okay, where Billie Eilish is crying because Beyonce, like, she knows the history of Beyonce being snubbed throughout the Grammys, even though she's been nominated so many times, so many years, but she hasn't won anything, right? But then people took it out of context and was like, oh, Billie Eilish is crying because she knows she should have won that album of the year. Oh, Billie Eilish is crying because she knows she's worked so hard on her album. Billie Eilish is crying. Like, guys, what are you doing? I'm really giving you guys that face because I love Billie Eilish, like, as much as the next person. But what? She's crying because she really wanted to win? Does that make sense? I want you guys to sit back and think about what you said. She's crying because she wanted to win. She's crying because she knows that Beyonce kind of deserved the award, even if there weren't a lot of people who liked the album, okay? So I just want you all to know that, like, I don't know, don't be so shallow, I guess. But moving on from that, because I don't want to divulge deeper into controversy between Billie Eilish and Beyonce, the two B's. Oh, there was this girl on TikTok I saw this week, and she made a video, okay, called Crash, or Sit Down With Me and Crash Out Over the Grammys. Now, normally race doesn't matter. Like, race doesn't matter whenever some things pop up, but in this case it does, because it was a white girl. So keep that in mind. It was a white girl, and she sat down and she said, all the people who deserve to win didn't win. That's your opinion, right? And then she goes on to list the people: Taylor Swift, Gracie Abrams, other white people in the categories that didn't win, okay? And mind you, I said white people. She was crashing out because white people didn't win. Like, every artist she said was white, and this is not an exaggeration. If it's still up, go look for it on TikTok, because every artist she listed was white. And then she said that she loves Kendrick as much as the next person, whatever. And then she said, but I don't think he deserved to win Record of the Year or something like that for Not Like Us, because it's a diss track and it's not really a real rap song. I think she said something like that. Like, do you know the cultural reset that song had last year? Do you know how much the world was shaken up over that song? And the beef that came with it, and the beef before that song, and the beef that had brewed, okay? Like, it was a huge melting pot for Kendrick Lamar last year. Like, the Grammys doesn't go off of TikTok streams. It goes off of a cultural reset. So her saying that it shouldn't have won because it's a diss track kind of doesn't make sense, because it culturally reset so much in the world, and it made us realize things that we didn't realize before. So it had a huge music has an impact. That's why we have the Grammys. Guys, the Grammys was just so good. And to wrap it up, Charli XCX was my favorite performance. Kill me, I don't care. It was my favorite performance of the Grammys. And Brat, I did have a Brat summer, but I call it my mini Brat summer because I didn't listen to it as soon as it came out. Most of the time I don't listen to music as soon as it comes out. It depends on the artist. Like if it's Lana Del Rey or Childish Gambino, of course I'll listen to it as soon as it comes out. But with other artists I know I like, I just kind of wait until some of the heat dies down so I don't hear the opinions like as much before I listen to it. But Brat, like when I first heard it, I loved it, and now I'm re-listening to it again. I love it. Like I'm so ready for Brat Summer Part 2. Okay, guys? And of course, pop culture within actors, Timothée Chalamet. Guys, I have been having a ball with this man, okay? Ever since I watched Call Me By Your Name, I think that's when the crush started. But his like complete unknown look is just something different that has awoken something in me. And I don't know what it is, but I'm feeling it, so there will be pictures of him on my wall. Oh no! One little thing before I leave. Valentine's Day is around the corner. Valentine's Day is next Friday. I want to let you all know, I haven't been scheduled for work, even though it's a mandatory holiday, like they didn't put me on the schedule. So guys, if anybody has been dying to do anything, let me know. Like I'll hang out with you. If you want to hang out, let me know. Subscribe, like, share, comment, thumbs up. I already said that, but I don't really have an outro right now, so all right guys, I'll see you when I see you. Peace out.